things that a lot of techs don't take into consideration is having spare tuners on hand. So it's a lot of times you'll have musicians who are blinded by stage lights or just clumsy or whatever, and they'll knock their headstocks on a piece of gear and break machine heads. And it's a good idea to have some Klusons in your work box, just to have some spares on hand, and that could be a game changer for a lot of guys. A showstopper too if you don't have any spares in your work box.
So tell us about this guitar here.
So this guitar here is a 1957 Gibson Southern Jumbo that we found in Minneapolis. Some guy was selling it. Beautiful guitar, but like anything, the machine heads that are on it, a lot of them were locked up and really kind of tricky to work with because you fear you're going to break them, and I didn't have a spare Klusons in my box. But now that I do, I can change strings with these now, and if I do break one, then I've got my spare here. So
what is on this original Gibson guitar?
Klusons, Deluxe, Kluson Deluxe. I mean, they're great. A lot of them will still work, but there's a few of them that are a little sticky. The gears are kind of jammed up on them, and makes it a little nerve-wracking when you're changing strings and tuning up the pitch. And a lot of times if you're tuning the different, like open tunings or something, you gotta really crank those strings, and that tension on there really does kind of make it nervous.
Okay, and did you ever have any bands that you work with have tuners that they broke on the road?
Oh yeah, I used to work for the Mars Volta, and those guys always broke machine heads, or Omar always broke machine heads on stage. Just getting into the show and just rocking out a little too hard, and bumped his guitars on anything that was in its way. So yeah, he would always break his Grovers. But yeah, I mean.
But they weren't Klusons.
They weren't Klusons, no.